In 1894, a group of military doctors in Eastern Europe performed an experiment. An experiment that pushed human endurance beyond its limits. What happens to the mind when it's denied the one thing it cannot live without? Sleep. At the time, medical science was crude. Sleep was seen as a weakness, a barrier to productivity and discipline. So, under strict orders, 5 soldiers volunteered, or were forced, to take part in what would become one of the darkest medical trials of the century. The men were confined to a sealed room, watched around the clock. They were forbidden to sleep. Guards walked the floor, prodding them awake if they nodded off. For the first 48 hours, they laughed, told jokes, even sang songs. But then, something changed. By the 4th day, they became paranoid. One claimed to see shadows moving across the walls. Another began talking to people who weren't there. By day 5, they were trembling uncontrollably. By day 6, they refused to speak at all. On the 7th day, their bodies collapsed before their minds did. 2 men suffered seizures. One clawed at his own skin, convinced it was infested with insects. Doctors halted the experiment, but it was too late. None of the 5 men ever fully recovered. The 1894 sleep deprivation experiment was buried in medical archives, dismissed as pseudoscience and cruelty. But its legacy lingers, a chilling reminder of how fragile the human mind becomes when it's deprived of the simplest necessity. Would you survive 7 days without sleep? Tell me in the comments and subscribe for more dark, forgotten history.